everyone, welcome back to my next quote to live your life by. Today we have a quote from a man named George Santayana, and this is, I say this every time, don't I? I got to think of something else to say. I love this quote. It impacts me and moves me, and I built my life on it. It really is a quote that I built my life on. He said, "I like to walk among the beautiful things that adorn the world, but private wealth I should decline, or any sort of personal possessions, because they would take away my liberty." And I think the main kernel of truth here is that possessions limit your freedom. The more possessions you have, the less freedom you have. The more possessions you have, the more you are a slave to those possessions. They control you. They dominate you. You have to have money to maintain them, to warehouse them, to accumulate more. Once you start down the path of things are the best way to live my life, then the hunger for more begins to gnaw away at your head and your heart and your mind and your whole soul, your whole outlook on life. More gnaws away and rules you, and you lose all your freedom. The lust for more then controls you, and you got to get more. And then you got to get a bigger house. And then you got to get a bigger and better job. Then you got to have more money to pay for the bigger house to get more stuff to fill it with. And it is this horrible, vicious cycle. These things that we believe completely falsely are making us happy. And we are the warden and the jailer of our own prison. And we lock ourselves up, and it's a pretty prison, and it's a pleasant prison, but it's a prison nonetheless. We have lost our true liberty to be and go where we want to be. So just like George Santayana, I like to walk among the beautiful things of the world. But it's a choice I have to make. Like the quote we looked at just not too long ago. I would rather own little and see the world than own the world and see little of it. George Santayana said, "I love to walk among the beautiful things of the world." And so he had to have very few possessions. He had some. I mean, obviously he has some. I don't think that's what he's saying at all. It's not what I'm saying. You have to have some possessions. You have to have some money. But so what you can do is to be able to walk and live among the beautiful things of the world. To truly see the world, you have to have as few things as you can, because they're a prison that keep you from traveling and seeing the world. This channel and my whole life is built on being in beautiful places. That's one of the reasons I shoot the videos this way. You see the beautiful place that I walk by, that I drive by, and I'm always on my way to even a more beautiful place where I can see even more beautiful things. That's what these travels are about, seeing the most beautiful things there are in the world. I can't do that if I have a lot of things and if I want more things. If I'm owned by the idea of more is better, because it's not. It's a prison to keep you from seeing the beautiful things of the world. I want to walk and drive and see and be in the beautiful things of the world, so I reject the power and the ownership of things and possessions to the greatest degree I possibly can. Just what'll fit in this van, that's what I own. Now, that's an option for you. But on a daily basis, every morning, throughout the day, and at the end of the night, you have to remind yourself, I would rather walk among the beautiful things of the world than own a bunch of things. And the things, and losing the things, not having possessions, means nothing compared to the joy of walking among the beautiful things of the world. And it's so, so true. And if you'll give it a shot, you'll find it's true for you too. I honestly believe that. I dare you to give it a shot. Give it a try. Prove me wrong. I hope you got something out of this quote. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you on the next quote to live your life by.